The Law of Emergence, How Nature Can Teach You the Secrets of Success. Hi, my name is Beau, if you didn't know already, and I help people create a life they love from the inside out. I want to talk about the Law of Emergence today, one of the universal laws that you can use to get what you want in life and to succeed in life with a lot less effort and stress. What I've been doing for the past 10 years is studying the most successful people on earth, the most fulfilled and happy people on earth that I could find, and studying them and reverse engineering their success. And what I found is that most, if not all of these people, align themselves with certain universal laws and principles, whether they know it or not. Some of them do it consciously, a lot of them do it unconsciously, but nonetheless, these people are aligning with certain universal laws, and that is why they are able to produce such success or to be so happy in their life and fulfilled. It's not an accident. If you understand the laws of this universe, you can get what you want in life and you don't have to struggle in life at all. And we understand this, I think, like on a physical level, on a scientific level. We all learn in school that there are certain universal laws. There are physical laws. There's the law of gravity. There's the law of motion, the law of thermodynamics. We understand that the universe operates according to certain physical laws. It's the same way when it comes to our mental and emotional worlds. It's the same way when it comes to success in life, or poverty, or misery and happiness. These things are not accidental. There are certain causal factors that are producing these effects. And so I want you to start looking at nature for examples of how this works, because there are so many hidden lessons in nature when we examine nature, and we can kind of use nature as a metaphor to help us understand our lives, our personal lives, and how we can prosper in our lives. So when you plant, for example, a sunflower seed in the ground, and you nurture it and you water it and you take care of it, you expect a sunflower to come out of the ground, right? You don't plant a sunflower seed and then expect a rose to come out of it, or an oak tree. You know that if you plant that kind of seed, you'll get that result, right? It's the fruit always matches the root. If you plant an acorn, you get an oak tree. You don't get a pine tree or something else. It's predictable, right? That's the law of nature. But what I find is that so many people are planting apple seeds, for example, but they're expecting oranges. Or they're planting orange seeds and they're expecting apples, They're complaining that they're not getting the results that they want in their life. They're complaining that they're not happy in their life, but they're not understanding where those things are stemming from. And what I've found is that success in life, fulfillment in life, it all comes from certain causal factors that reside within our own minds, within our psychology, within, how we feel. Our thoughts and emotions are creating our reality, and a lot of times it's unconscious. It's thoughts that are in the unconscious mind, unconscious beliefs and things that are controlling us, whether we know it or not, whether we like it or not. And we need to start to make those unconscious thought patterns and emotions, bring them to the conscious, become more aware of them so that we can understand how they're shaping our lives and how we can change them in order to create something new in our life. So I want to give you 3 quick tips today that can help you align with the law of emergence to create more success in your life. So number 1 is make joy or happiness the fuel for your success, not the other way around. Most people are expecting some result to make them happy. Most people are trying to be successful so that they can be happy. And this is the backwards way, and it doesn't really ever work. You will not be fulfilled by success, no matter how much you think you will be. It's an illusion that so many people fall into, and I did too. Many years ago when I started my first business, I thought that if I had financial freedom and success that I would be happy. And it turned out that I was actually more depressed. I reached one of my lowest moments in my life when I was having the most success that I ever had, when I had the most freedom I ever had, when my life was going really good on a surface level. If from the outside looking in, people would probably think I had a pretty good life. I had a lot of success. I had freedom, things that a lot of people want in their life. Yet on the inside, it didn't fulfill me. because I was chasing the success thinking that that was the answer to my problems, that as soon as I got this, then I would be happy. And I realized this the hard way through a lot of trial and error, is that you have to make joy the fuel for your success. Joy is going to make you successful, but you'll also enjoy the process because you're focusing on finding joy in the process, not hoping that the end result is going to bring you joy. It's focusing on joy itself, finding the joy in the process of what you're doing that is going to eventually get you the result. But let joy be that fuel for you, not expecting success to bring you happiness, but to focus on learning how to be happy so that you can more easily go through life, more gracefully go through life. And a lot of people believe that maybe you have to force your way to success and it has to be like this stressful thing. What I found is the total opposite, is that when I learn how to just be happy in the process and be happy now rather than later, when I focus on that as my goal and I take action as well, it's not just about sitting around and blissing out. It's about taking action too and finding happiness in the actions that you're doing. When that's the case, you're so much more productive. You get so much more done than if you were trying to do those actions while stressed, while worrying about the result and what's going to happen and what are people going to think of me and all this stuff. When you just love the process of what you're doing and you find something in life that you can enjoy and you just take little baby steps every day, there is so much happiness in that process. It's something that I think a lot of people overlook. That people think that you have to do things only as a means to an end. Like, I have to work just because I need more money or I want this outcome in my life. You should love the work too and learn how to love the work. And if you can't love the work, find work you can love. And I promise you that is going to bring you so much more success than if you try to do it any other way. And if you look at nature, you see that nature flourishes easily. Nature doesn't exert any effort. The tree doesn't have to exert effort. It emerges from the seed. That's the law of nature. The same is true for happiness. When you're happy, when you're confident, when you're comfortable with who you are and you love what you're doing, success emerges from that naturally. It doesn't have to, you don't have to like think so much about it or put forth so much effort and be stressed about the outcomes and worry about that. You don't have to, because you know that's the law. The success comes from the joy. And number 2, I want to give you today, another tip is that you have to have absolute faith in the law. You have to understand that success comes from happiness and not the other way around. And you have to trust that that is the case and put it to the test. You know, if you have any doubt, you're going to block yourself, and then you're not really going to be aligning with the law, because to align with the law, you have to have faith in it and practice it. If you doubt it, then you're not going to really practice it. You're not going to actually test it out and do it in that way. So you have to just convince yourself that this is how things are. Joy leads to success, not the other way around. It's be, do, have. You be the person you want to be. You be the feeling you want to be. You be that as if you were already as successful as you wanted to be in your life. Be that, and then bring that joy of being to the work you do. Be, do, and then when you do that, you can have the things that you want to have. That is how it works in my experience. And in every case I've seen, that's how it works. If you do it the other way around and you focus on the success and you think that's going to make you become who you want to be or become as happy as you want to be, it's always, people just are disillusioned. They end up sinking into deep depressions and anxiety attacks, and they find out that that's not the answer, that it doesn't really fulfill them in the way they wanted it to, or they expected it to. And a lot of people get trapped in chasing more and more and more success, thinking that maybe it's the next level that's going to make me happy. Maybe I just need a little bit more money, a little bit more freedom, a little bit bigger of a business, a promotion at my job. It's always the next thing, an upgrade to my home. I need to get a new car. It's always the next thing that's going to fulfill me. And that's the backwards way of doing it. That's the way to guarantee that you're always chasing happiness, but never actually being happy. So 1 is let joy be the fuel for your success, not the other way around. And 2 is have faith. Have absolute faith that that is the way things are, and put it to the test and live it, experience it, focus on that for at least the next year of your life and see what comes from it. The third tip I had for you today is to make sure that what you're growing in your life, what you're nurturing, the seeds that you're watering, the fruit that you're producing in your life, make sure it feeds others. Make sure it feeds and strengthens other people and not just yourself. That is how you prosper in life. It's by finding joy in the process of what you're doing, having faith that that will produce the outcomes that you want, and at the same time making sure that that process, whatever you're doing, whatever it is that you love, make sure that it's benefiting others in some way. Make sure it's meeting a need or a desire of someone else or a group of people or the world. Make sure it's serving someone. That is how you prosper. I think people become miserable and unhappy in their life when they're just focused on themselves, and it's always about getting more, having more, getting people to like them or approve of them. It's all about me, 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 me. And I found that that's just the surefire way to be unhappy in life. The only way you'll ever truly be fulfilled is if you're living to serve others and you're not so self-centered. You're living to serve and you're loving that process of serving and nourishing other people and growing personally so that you can serve more people and be a better leader or be a better mother or father or sister or brother, be a better person for this world and to leave this world a better place than you found it. That is where joy comes from, I think. It doesn't come from success. It comes from knowing that you're on your path, you're being true to yourself, and that you're a benefit to others. You're helping others in some way, in your own unique way. That is the key to success, to happiness, to everything you want in life. And so I hope these things inspired you today. I hope this gave you a different way of seeing things maybe. And I just want to encourage you to pay more attention to nature and see what nature can teach you about success. See that the fruit always matches the root. And if you plant the right seeds in your life, if you nurture the right things within yourself, the right thoughts and feelings and attitudes and perspectives, if you do that, success is certain because that is aligning with that universal law, and success will naturally emerge from those qualities and virtues that you're nurturing within yourself. And have faith that that is the case, and have faith that if you just focus on that, everything else will take care of itself, and you don't have to worry about the outcomes and results. Those will happen on their own. The future will create itself if you focus on being who you want to be in the here and now. And just focus on that, and I promise you all will be well. So the law of emergence is one of what I call the 12 laws of peace and prosperity. If you want to learn more about different universal laws and how you can harness them to create a life you love from the inside out, you can download my free PDF guide at the12laws.com. So if you go to the12laws.com, or there should be a link in the description or show notes below, you go to that website and you can get on my newsletter list, and I'll send you that PDF and also update you with every episode I release here on the channel, here on the podcast. Whatever way you prefer to learn, I offer these in video, audio, and written format. So I'll be sending those out to you at least once or twice a week if you get on my newsletter, and you'll also get the 12 Laws PDF guide so you can understand more about how you can align with universal laws to create the life you desire.